Look what I got. So this was sent to me by Ohuhu. I love you guys. This is 320 brush tip alcohol markers. Ah! So as you can see, I've already taken the liberty of going ahead and organizing it myself. It was all in a random order, but I've got it in nice rainbow colored order. For Ohuhu's 10th anniversary, they are doing a challenge, a competition, if you will. The gist of it is you take an old drawing and you redraw it with new materials. Yeah. So obviously that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be redrawing one of my old artworks with these. To celebrate the anniversary as well as the competition, Ohuhu is doing a giveaway with me, Lucky Inkyo. We are giving away a set of these 320 alcohol markers to one of you guys. This giveaway will be going on for a week after this video is posted. And all you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and like and comment on this video, as well as follow Ohuhu on their socials that will be on screen. And we will pick a winner and you will be notified soon that you won the giveaway. And you're gonna get one of these. Yay! In addition to that, Ohuhu is doing a 10th anniversary sale from June 1st to the 30th. So if you want some of these, order before the end of June. Also, for the competition, everything has to be hand-drawn, and it has to be original also. So it can't be fan art, and it can't be digital, unfortunately. But with that all being said, I think that's everything. If I have anything else to add, I'll add it in the voiceover, but I've only got a few hours of daylight left. So let's get drawing. So obviously, for the competition, fan art is not allowed. But this is my video and I'm not entering the competition. So I decided that we had to redraw one of the most iconic pieces I've ever drawn. This. I've actually redrawn it before, but I've never done it in color. Obviously, the original one is not in color. But I would love to redraw. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I want to redraw it now, obviously, with my new markers and my, you know, decently upgraded skills. I would like to believe that I've improved since I drew this in 2015. For those unaware, this is my OC that I made when I was like 7 years old. Her name is Diamond Dash. And then this is Fix-It Felix from Wreck-It Ralph. He's been very prevalent in the past couple of videos. I don't really want to talk about it. This is the baseline. So keep this in mind as we go forward. Let me see if I can find the redraw I did a couple years ago. Okay, this is the redraw from 2024. Just a little pencil thing. Can you see the, did I improve, guys? Do y'all think that I improved? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Obviously today we're going to be doing it 2 years later and in color. So I'm very excited for that. Let's get sketching. This is so stupid. Hey, it's voiceover Lucky. You will watch me sit and draw nothing for a second because I had no clue at this point how I was gonna sketch this. As soon as I'm on camera, I just lose the ability to draw, which is really inconvenient because that's kind of the whole point of my channel. I'd also already done this twice, so I was kind of worried because the last one wasn't that long ago, so I was worried that this one was actually gonna look worse than the one I did like 2 years ago, and that would have been really embarrassing. But I think it turned out pretty good, so that's a relief. It was not worse than the one I made 2 years ago. I've actually been having like a lot of fun with these markers. Obviously, I'm sure Ohuhu would like me to say that, but as you can probably tell, I've been using Ohuhu's for years, even before they ever partnered with me on my channel. So yeah, if I was going to use any alcohol markers, it would be Ohuhu's. And I used to not like to do marker stuff in my sketchbook or like color anything in my sketchbook because it made it feel too permanent. And the thing I like about a sketchbook is that as soon as you're done with the sketch, if you're proud of it, you can take a picture of it and send it to all your friends. And if you're not proud of it, you never have to look at it again. But spending a lot of time on a piece with like lining and markers, you know, there's this kind of pressure for it to be of a certain quality when you're using more expensive materials, and I just really don't like that pressure being put on me, especially in something as personal as my sketchbook. But I realized that it doesn't have to be like that, and the only person making it like that is me. And so you'll see it in a second later in this video, but I've actually really enjoyed using colored pencils and markers, as in sketching with colored pencils and then coloring it in with markers, just completely skipping the lining phase. And that has both cut down on the amount of time it takes to make a marker illustration, as well as make it a lot more fun to, you know, use markers in my sketchbook rather than having like a dedicated like piece of paper for it like I normally would in the past. Anyways, I'm finishing up the sketch, so bye. All right, so here is my kind of cleaned up sketch, as cleaned up as I feel like making it right now. I have been having a lot of fun using these markers with colored pencils, like lining the drawing with colored pencils and then coloring it with markers. Like I've done here with these. I think these are super cute, and it allows me to have like the sketchiness of the colored pencils, but like the refinement of the markers. And so that's been really fun for me. I think I probably should line it. I do have ohuhu fine liners that they sent me a couple years ago, if I can find them. Here they are. Here they are. Yeah. These are the only fine liners I've ever liked. I used to hate fine liners, and so I would never use them, but I love these. I got them literally a couple years ago from ohuhu, and you know, they still work like a dream. So it's either these or colored pencil. I'll line it just for the spirit of the video. Okay, this is not going well. I never said that I was good at lining. Trust the process, guys. Trust the process, please. I'm trusting. You can probably hear it in my voice, but I have not done line art in a very, very long time. And so as soon as I lined his face and it wasn't looking how I wanted it to, I thought I would have to throw this whole entire sketchbook away. It was not looking good, guys. But it turned out all right in the end, as somebody who has now finished it and seen it and put it in the thumbnail. It did turn out good, if I do say so myself. Lining is just one of my least favorite parts of both traditional art and digital art, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's going over the sketch, and so it's not creating something new, which may be frustrating for me, because at least when you're coloring, you get to pick out the colors, and when you're sketching, you get to pick out like the composition, but when you're lining, you're just going over the sketch, and it's boring. And this bozo has their head in the frame for most of the lining process, so I had to cut most of it out, so we're about to skip to the end of the line art. Okay, here's the finished line art. I'm not good at line art, but I'll fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it, okay? That's what he says! Oh my god! I didn't even do that on purpose. Guys, I'm so funny. I'm so funny. Okay, I'm gonna start coloring now, so. I already have colors that I know that I used for Felix, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take all of those out. I apologize for the sporadic and incoherent nature of not only this voiceover, but this entire video. I have been super busy lately, and so this is coming out a lot later than I want it to. And I wish I had more interesting art to include, but literally all I've been drawing lately is Juno and Felix. So I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. It is literally all I've been drawing. If you scroll through my Tumblr, which you should do, by the way, legitimately, all of it is just me Felix posting. At this point, I'm like one of the top #FixItFelix blogs on Tumblr because literally he is all I draw. Maybe it is some sort of psychological response to stress that we as humans have to fixate on a specific fictional guy that we've been obsessed with for 15 years whenever you're hit with the crushing weight of 4 manageable tasks. You know, it's kind of hitting me now. I should probably talk about the markers because that's the whole point of the video. It's safe to say I really love these markers. As you can probably tell, I've been drawing with them a bunch, even not for this video, both before and after this video. I've been using them in my sketchbook, which I almost never do with markers. Like I said, I don't like to use them in my sketchbook normally, but I love these. I've always loved the Ohuhu Honolulu markers. I've owned like 3 or 4 sets of them at this point across the past couple of years, and I love them, and they've always been great. As you guys know, I am a very big fan of the color blue, and it makes me very upset whenever I receive art supplies and they don't have an adequate amount of selection of blue shades. And it is very safe to say that the 320 set of Honolulu markers did not disappoint when it came to the selection of blues. I think that's another reason I've been enjoying using this set so much, is there are so many blues for me to use, and all of them are beautiful. I love this set, guys. Can you tell? I've been using it so much. I love this set. And even just in this drawing, you can see a bunch of the different variations of blues that I like to use, and they all work super well together, and they all look really good. And I'm so happy. I will admit that I've fallen into the box of sticking with mediums that I'm comfortable with, like mechanical pencil and ballpoint pen, but I do generally recommend branching out into different mediums. Even in your sketchbook, that can feel super personal and scary, but I mean, just look at the results. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I just want to say, okay, this color is called Antwerp Blue. I don't know what that means. I do know what Antwerp is now. It's a city in Belgium. Also, this guy forgot to refocus the camera after I showed a marker to the camera for no reason, so a lot of this clip is out of focus. Sorry for the cuts between drawing Lucky and voiceover Lucky. This video is not scripted, as most of my videos are not scripted, but I'm also particularly tired, so it's even less scripted than not scripted. As you can see, we're coming up on the end of coloring, which is making me sad because I had a lot of fun coloring this and rewatching me coloring this, even though my head was in the frame for a lot of it. Okay, so this is where we're at now. Most of the base colors are done, just gotta do like details and shading in the background and obviously the flowers. I didn't forget about the flowers, don't worry guys. Yeah, so I'll check back with you in a second. It's me again. A huge problem I had throughout this video wasn't even related to any of the art supplies. It was the fact that the tripod that I used to hold up my phone to record these was super unstable because it was attached to a weird part of my desk, and so a lot of the footage was super shaky, which was bothering me as I was editing this. That's kind of why this video has taken so long. That, and I've just been really busy. But can I say, the color palette of this piece, the blues and the yellows and the browns, guys, I kind of might have cooked with this a little bit, maybe. As far as finishing touches go, I'm mostly just going in with a white gel pen to add highlights and the eye shines and everything like that. Make them look like they're really in love with each other. But yeah, that is going to be about it from voiceover me. So I'll let Drawing Lucky take it away to finish up the video. Here we go. This is what I have. So obviously we've got the before and we've got the after. Whoa. Okay, that's a pretty big glow up, I think. It only took like 13 years to go from this to this. So I'd say that's a pretty big improvement. Let me sign it, actually. Like anybody's gonna be stealing it from me. Okay. Oh, they're really cute. Okay, they're really cute. This is my first illustration with Juno's new design, and I really like it. Thank you so much to Ohuhu for partnering with me on this video. Make sure to check out the website for their 10th anniversary sale, and also make sure to enter the competition. Remember, digital art and fan art is not allowed, so this technically is not a valid entry, but you can make one. We're also, of course, doing the giveaway like I mentioned at the beginning, so if you want to enter, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and do all of that good stuff. And we'll pick a winner. Thank you so much to my $7 patrons who are on screen, and thank you so much to the people who, what did they pay for this time? I don't know, I can't think of one this time. I'm kind of tired, guys. Thank you so much to the people who will pay for me to get a new mattress so I can go to sleep right now. My $10 patrons, Fantastic Artist, Little Wolfine, Viyun, Wishing Star, Neko Jack, Dreaming Daystorm, Strawberry Soda Ken, Cheeseman Official, Lian, Whimsigoth Cowboy, All Cape No Cowl, Ghosty, and the Meme Bugs. As well as all of my other patrons, all of my subscribers, everybody who watches this video, everybody who likes and comments. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. If you're not new, make a new account, subscribe again. I'm Lucky Inkyo, and I will see you very soon. Bye!